إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعين به ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وحبيبه أدى الأمانة ونشر الإسلام ورفع الله به الغمة ونفع الله به الأمة وكل أمة تبعته بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. اللهم ارض عن محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعن صحابته وآل بيته وتابعيه وتابعي التابعين وعنا معهم يا رب العالمين إلى أن نلقاه ونشرب من يده الشريفة من حوضه الشريف شربة لا نظمأ بعدها أبدا آمين يا رب العالمين. Brothers and sisters, today's khutbah is about one of the best remedies for success in life and the life after. Something that is so easy to do, yet it's only easy to do for open hearts and those who knows the value and the quality that this khuluq, this manner, this habit brings to your life. And before I mention what is this manner, this habit, this order from Allah Azza wa Jal, I'm going to tell you and keep you excited on what are the benefits first. If you want happy life, if you want to be really content, you have to learn about this khuluq and about this habit. If you want peace in your house, between you and your spouse, between you and your kids, between you and your community, this is the best remedy, the best medicine, the best habit. If you want Allah Azza wa Jal to waive and remove all your sayyat every second, every day, and to put mercy and rahmah upon you, this is the remedy, this is the habit, this is the medicine, which I'm going to mention inshallah in a minute or two. If you're sick or someone you love is sick and you really care and you really want to do something about it, this is the remedy, this is the medicine, this is the habit. And I'll make it closer to you by telling you when anyone dies, those from Ummat La ilaha illallah, the ones that say La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasulullah, and they had the chance to come back to life, the first thing that they will think of doing is this remedy, this habit, this manner. And I think most of you now know what I'm talking about. It is the sadaqah. The sadaqah, brothers and sisters, if you know the powerful tool that is named sadaqah, what can it bring to your life? Wallahi, 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 you will not pass a day without giving fi sabilillah. And before we go into something that we all know, this khutbah usually is not to bring you something new, a new fiqh or a new tafsir or a new, it is rather collecting something that you already know. And it is a constant reminder for myself and you every week. It's to refresh your memory and get what you know into action. This is what matters. We know a lot, but we don't do a lot. Sadaqah, the name of sadaqah, the original name, the origin Arabs, subhanallah, have this kind of looking into letters and what letters, when they collected, like the origin of words come usually in 3 letters. So sadaqah comes, the origin is sad, dal and qaf from sadaqah, and we do fath for it to be, this is how the standard grammar, Arabic grammar works. And when sadaqah comes from the origin of sidq, And sidq means to be honest, the real purity, that you are on such a straight path. You're a sadiq. And Muhammad ﷺ, one of his first attributes that Arab knew about him before he became a prophet was as-sadiq al-amin. And sadiq first and then amin. Because you cannot be amin if you're not sadiq. But maybe you are sadiq, but you're not that much amin. Although both of them are so much linked together. But they have more different meanings, which is not what the khutbah is about. It's about sadaqah. One hadith could be enough for us to know, and it's authentic. Al-sadaqatu tutfi'u ghadab al-rabb. Your sadaqah will tutfi, it goes to the action. It will demolish, it will keep down, it will wave. Ghadab al-rabb in this hadith, when you say tutfi, the hadith means when Allah Azza wa Jal is unhappy with us or He is angry. It is like a fire going on. What worse can be in our life than facing a fire? May Allah forbid. Wal-iyadu billah. If someone goes home and he finds his house on fire and is still on fire, the first thing that comes to our mind, that's the end of it. Done. I'm gone. Me, my family, my money, my life. Even if my car was on fire, even if my farm was on fire, anything that I owe, I love, was on fire, you want to put this fire down immediately, and you would wish that this fire was not on at all. So when Allah says, as-sadaqatu tutfi'u ghadab al-rabb, the meaning, Allah said, Muhammad ﷺ said, and whatever Muhammad ﷺ said, la yantiqu anil hawa, Allah told him to say it. It's the wordings. That's how we verify hadith from ayat. That means when Allah is angry with you, unhappy with you, you have to feel that there is a fire in your life. And you have to rush. And this is the beautiful of sadaqah. Tutfi. It's immediately put the fire down. What else do we want? If just this, if every time you feel, even if you didn't feel, every time you are going to give sadaqah, you live the status that if Allah is not happy with me, please Allah, this is the sadaqah to make the fire that I'm in. If you're not happy, I'm in fire. I'm burning. I'm not happy. The ma'asi, the atham, the sins are eating me inside like fire eating wood. And just by giving fi sabilillah, an orphan, a box in a masjid, a masjid who is constructing, a miskeen, a yatim, your own wife or children, give them part of, now part of what you give is obligatory, but the extra you give fi sabilillah, to give them more ilm. Your family members, al-aqrabuna awla bil ma'ruf, your neighbors, Muslims or non-Muslims, you can help them, and fi sabilillah, and it is sadaqah. There is huge ways to give sadaqah fi sabilillah. And nowadays, with our own cell phones, sadaqah knocking your door 24/7. 24/7, there are messages on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and everywhere. This is a project. And it's not hard to select and know how authentic those projects are. And what more you need when masajid are in this country are not funded by anyone else except you. Allah made it be funded by and maintained by you, musallin, with His blessings and will, of course. We don't have awqaf, we don't have a ministry that takes care of religious affairs, we don't have business peoples that are paying monthly or annual zakah of their mal, and it's directly, we don't have that. And by the way, it's good that we don't have that sometimes. because that gives us the opportunity to show the best of ourselves to Allah Azza wa Jal, and support our masajid, support our food banks, support our needy people. الصدقة تطفئ غضب الرب. 4 words. الصدقة تطفئ غضب الرب. 4 words. We can speak about them for months. Remember, relate to this hadith. When Allah is not happy with you, you are on fire. Your life is on fire. And one of the best remedies is to give fi sabilillah. And the fire immediately shut down. Another hadith. داووا مرضاكم بالصدقات. What a mother, anything happens to her, she can take care. MashaAllah. Wallahi, our wives are heroes. We have to go back to them and tell them, you are heroes. Because they take care of detailed things in our lives. We get busy with our jobs and friends and cars and bringing money and socializing. But the wife, the mom, the mother, 24 hours is to protect her family. And the moment you see her face sad, most of the time it's because one of her kids is sick, not feeling well. And subhanallah, we rush, we pay thousands of dollars, we go to hospitals, we go to clinics, we get busy 24/7 to elevate that pain from our own most beloved son and daughter. But we also need to remember to make the cure faster. And maybe the real cure will be there, inshallah. We take care, we do akhd bil asbab, we have to go to the doctor and take medicine. But Allah is giving us an extra bonus through this hadith, through Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. داووا مرضاكم بالصدقة. And then when you give sadaqah, Allah Azza wa Jal will help your son or your beloved one, husband, wife, to get better very soon. If you have a sin, who doesn't have a sin? Raise your hand if you don't have sins. So what to do about it? We do tawbah. Part of tawbah is to do good. وَأَتْبِعِ السَّيِّئَةَ الْحَسَنَةَ تَمْحُهَا. When you do something wrong, when you disobey Allah Azza wa Jal in any of your daily, we think of wrong stuff, we do wrong stuff, we are human beings. Sins is part of our daily life. But Allah gave us the tools to fight the sins, to purify our souls, and to erase them from our record even before they're written. Even before the malaika takes note of those. Allah gave us those tools. One of them is sadaqah. Because أتبع السيئة الحسنة. Whenever you do something, astaghfirullah al-azim, I lied today, I miscommunicated today, I treated my wife wrongly today. Give sadaqah with the niyyah that Allah will take away that sin from your record. And it works. Wallahi, it works. When you are in any kind of challenge or trouble, do everything you have to do and make sadaqah one of those things, fi sabilillah. ما نقص مال من صدقة. This is the hadith that inshallah we will continue the journey today with sadaqah after the short break. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فيا فوز المستغفرين استغفروه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما آمين. Brothers and sisters, whatever you hear from قال الله and قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, it's ilm, and al-ilm yuzakka bil-amal. If you have a ilm, if you have knowledge and you do not work or do upon this knowledge, we are in bigger trouble than those who did not have the knowledge. قل هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون? They are not the same. If you have ilm and if you don't have ilm, you're not the same. You're not the same in many ways. If you don't have ilm, of course, you have to seek ilm, but if you die with minimum ilm, you will be treated, you will be judged according to how much you know and how much you've learned. And the more you know, the more you are expected to act upon your knowledge. So whatever knowledge you go out with, remember it's something you have to act upon. And not only act upon, you have to also teach others about it. Because the best among you, خيركم من تعلم القرآن. خلاص, that's it. Only وعلمه. And that applies to any ilm. If you know how to do something, and there was someone who needs this knowledge, and you kept it for yourself, that's called habsul ilm, and that's very dangerous, and the consequences are really huge. So we said we're going to talk about this last hadith for today. MashaAllah, there's so many hadith. You calculate the ayat and hadith about sadaqah and about giving fi sabilillah. There, I next time inshallah I get that number for you. It's huge. ما نقص مال من صدقة. Why this is so important as well? Is what we've said enough? It's more than enough. But this is important because people, especially in the material world, especially our children being raised in an era where capitalism is taking over, where everything is money and calculation and numbers. People talk numbers. Then Allah Azza wa Jal tell you, you can do numbers wherever you want, how much you want. Don't worry about that. But when it comes to hasanat and sayyi'at, when it comes to sadaqah, all your calculations fail. All the accountants and CA, chartered accountant, CPA, certified public accountant, project managers, they cannot figure out the system, the accounting system that Allah Azza wa Jal have provided us for calculating sadaqah and sadaqah benefit. And how much sadaqah takes away from our money. ما نقص مال من صدقة. Such a hadith, if someone want to look at it, it works against the physics and math of the word. That if I have $100 and I pay 20, what is left for me is 80. Allah tells you no. Actually, your 100 is multiplied up to 700 and more and more and more. Because we have to, as mu'mins, as real believer, we have to know that who created math? Allah. Who can change math? Allah. And Allah is talking here about the math of Yawm al-Qiyamah and the math in Mizan, not how much dollars I have in the drawer. We don't talk magic. That, don't worry, the $100, you gave 20 of it, you were going to open the drawer and you're going to find $700. That's not how it works. That's not what we care, because you do this fi sabilillah. If you're not doing this for sabilillah, you will find it going down for sure. But if you do it fi sabilillah, and we tell our younger fellows, the most elder knows what we mean, but we have to give an example, at least one, before we finish the khutbah. It's just an example. How did my $100 grew with sadaqah of 20 not became less? Simple example. I have an appointment with my mechanic today. I gave sadaqah in the Fajr prayer, $20. And I have a feeling that the mechanic or the too many wrong things in my car, and the budget I have for fixing my car was $500. We know nowadays, mechanics say, just open anything, something, a small thing that leads to another, and you ended up paying hundreds of boxes, not just one simple matter. So that day you went and the mechanic checked your car, it's 10 years old, and he said, subhanallah, you only need this and this and that, and you're going to pay $50. But in your mind, you're prepared to pay $500. So Allah made you save $450. So even in math, Allah will take away something that will get you pay a lot of money, because the barakah of sadaqah and your intention was pure fi sabilillah. So Allah takes away some of the expenses, whether expenses that are financial, whether it's your time, because time is money, whether an effort. So Allah Azza wa Jal give you the barakah of sadaqah, not only one time. You gave one time sadaqah today, it continue have amazing effect on you. Amazing effect on you. So, yes, الصدقة تطفئ غضب الرب داووا مرضاكم بالصدقة. And the last hadith we spoke about today was that ما نقص مال من صدقة. And if you are صادق, صدوق, you want to do sidq, please make this a habit. And to make it a habit, so easy nowadays. I go to my masjid. If you believe, inshallah, your masjid is in need and you trust the people working with it, surely, inshallah, I believe every masjid have ikhlas in their people. And alhamdulillah, we know that they put a lot of time and effort and from their pocket money as well. Tell them, I might forget to make it as a habit. Can you please take monthly from my account $50, $30, $100 if you can, and that's automatic. Khalas, you sleep, your hasanat is raising day and day, minute and minute, because as long as this masjid is open, and even if for any reason it was, may Allah forbid, closed, you gave to Allah, and Allah does not forget. وَمَا كَانَ رَبُّكَ نَسِيًّا. Allah does not forget those who gave fi sabilillah. And when you give, remember, who needs this giving? Allah? No, you need it. You need to purify your soul, your actions, your daily life with sadaqah. It's tazkiyah. In other words, sadaqah is named zakah when you do it for mal, and zakah to purify, to remove all the bad things. And that's why we said it is a cure for your sayyi'at as well. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله ولكم. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا واهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا هداة مهديين. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا ما أسررنا منها وما أعلنا ما علمنا منها وما جهلنا. اللهم اغفر لآبائنا وأمهاتنا وأزواجنا وزوجاتنا وأبنائنا وبناتنا. اللهم اجعلنا ممن يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه. اللهم اجعلنا من المتصدقين والمتصدقات في سبيل الله. اللهم تقبل صدقاتنا وتقبل زكواتنا وتقبل أعمالنا. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا فوق الأرض وتحت الأرض ويوم العرض عليك. آمين يا رب العالمين. قال الله عز وجل: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله. اللهم اجعلنا من المتقين وأقم الصلاة. أخي الكريم.